All right, Raider Nation, the rumors about Justin Fields coming to the Raiders are heating up. We're going to get into that and more on today's episode of the Raider Podcast. Justin Fields, a mobile quarterback who is exciting to watch and frustrating to watch play. He's one of those guys who is supremely athletic and gifted, yet despite all of his attributes of greatness, he just simply cannot seem to put it all together. So who is Justin Fields and why would the Raiders want to bring him here? Well, Justin Fields is a former first-round draft pick number 11 overall, just a few years ago. Justin Fields is one of those guys who a defense has to account for. He's a true dual threat quarterback. In fact, he's the best dual threat quarterback when it comes to rushing, and he's actually could be a running back on pretty much any team and would do quite well. The problem with Justin Fields is he's never been able to put the passer part of the dual threat together. In 2021, his rookie career, he only had a 58.9% completion rating. He had only 1,800 plus yards, and he did put up 7 touchdowns, but he also put up 10 interceptions. And his quarterback rating was only 73.2, which is abysmal. But again, it's his rookie year. You can forgive that and move on and hope that he gets better in year 2. Well, in year 2, technically he did get better, but not by much. His completion rating was only 60.4% and 22 plus 100 yards and 17 touchdowns, but 11 interceptions. His quarterback rating improved, but again, not by much, only 85.2%. In his third year in the NFL, this was supposed to be his breakout year. The Bears went and grabbed DJ Moore to give him a true number 1 wide receiver to throw to, and they invested in some other key pieces. But to be honest and fair to Justin Fields, the Bears didn't add nearly enough for him to thrive and shine. As at the end of the day, he still had to run with his legs to save his life because their offensive line was just flat out bad. And he really only had one true weapon to throw the ball to. Everybody else was mediocre at best, and there were, in his credit, a lot of dropped passes. But you still cannot forgive the fact that he did not take that leap in his third year in the NFL. And this is where the big question mark comes to me as to whether or not the Raiders should take a shot on this guy. Now, the reports that are coming out from an ESPN insider is that it would only cost the Raiders a third-round pick and Hunter Renfrow. That's not a bad deal, and to have a guy that, if all else fails, is just a backup quarterback for a year, but could be a shining star, it's a price that I would be willing to pay. But let's look at his 2023 stats before we make that decision, because they're not great. His passer completion rating only jumped up 1% to 61.4%, and he only threw 2,562 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Well, his interceptions did go down by a couple. He also got 1 less touchdown. Now, he did run for quite a few touchdowns, so we have to take that into consideration as well. But his quarterback rating only jumped up 1% at 86.3%. Year 4 of his contract, he's still on that rookie scale contract. He'll make about $6 million, I believe. And you basically got one good year for him. The problem is, if he pans out, you're looking at a contract of over $263 million. Somewhere around $41 million a year. This would really hamper the Raiders' ability to go out in this free agency and sign some really big names. You would have to hope that Justin Fields would have that massive breakout year in a new team with the offensive weapons that we have and the defense in order to carry the games if he's not really playing at 100%. for me as a Raiders fan and a Raiders content creator, I'm split down the middle on this. I think Justin Fields has an immense amount of athletic ability, and he could be a true superstar in the NFL if he can just put everything together. He has to learn how to make his reads. He has to better improve on getting the ball out of his hands. He needs to protect the ball too, because he does have some fumbles in there. But most importantly, he needs to become a true passer and utilize his legs to scramble so that he can extend the play and then throw the ball down the field, rather than just trying to be a running back who's getting paid quarterback money. Let me know, Raider Nation, down in the comments below. Do you think the Raiders should go out and make this deal just to see what we get out of him? And if he's not it, you can simply walk away from him after the season? Or should we really focus on getting up in the draft and grabbing Jayden Daniels and having a rookie playmaker who has all of the intangibles of being a superstar in the NFL on a rookie scale contract for 5 years and really build in the trenches? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. I'm really intrigued to know. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you guys don't miss any more of the Raider D podcast, breaking news, rumors, etc. We'll also be doing live. I will see you guys there. On the flip side, until then, just win, baby.